So Alzheimer's does not begin with memory loss. It actually starts with a metabolic breakdown. This is the shift we all need to make as clinicians, as researchers, and especially in primary care, knowing that Alzheimer's is not something that just shows up at 65. It's the result of decades of metabolic dysfunction, quietly changing the biology of the brain while patients are still high functioning. If you're waiting for memory issues to start testing, you already missed the window. The pathology starts so much earlier. The warning signs start earlier. And the intervention opportunities, they start with the metabolism. Let's break this down. So the brain is one of the most metabolically demanding organs in the body. It accounts for only 2% of the body weight, but it burns more than 20% of the body's energy. It needs clean fuel, it needs mitochondrial output, it needs lipid transport to clear the waste, and it needs autophagy working strong to keep the system from getting clogged. And when any of these systems falter, even slightly, you start to see beta-amyloid accumulation. And if left unchecked, tau eventually follows. But the root cause isn't tau. It's the breakdown in how the brain manages energy, inflammation, and clearing out the waste. And that's where BAT levels come in. We're not doing a cognitive screening. We're not measuring symptoms. We're looking at what's happening underneath the surface before memory begins to change. BAT testing shows beta-amyloid and tau proteins, sure, but it also gives us a window into the mechanisms that drive those changes. And like I said, these include lipid clearance efficiency, inflammatory signaling, mitochondrial stress, insulin resistance, cortisol dysregulation. Each of these can push BAT levels up long before MMSE picks up any deficits. That's why this isn't about memory. It's about biological systems. And those systems can fail long before any symptoms appear. Now here's where it matters for clinical care. So when BAT levels are elevated, we're not diagnosing Alzheimer's. We're identifying a metabolic risk that gives us a shot at reversing that biological drift before damage sets in. For most patients in their 30s, 40s, or 50s, a single short cycle intervention is enough to bring those levels down. No lifelong medication, no guesswork. And then we monitor, just like you would with A1C or cholesterol. If the levels stay down, we keep watching. If they rise again, we intervene again. Simple, targeted, preventative. This is how prevention works. You don't wait for a heart attack to check LDL. You don't wait for diabetes to track A1C. And you shouldn't wait for memory loss to check BAT levels. Because again, this is not about cognitive function. This is about metabolic dysfunction. And the sooner we treat Alzheimer's risk like every other metabolic disease, the sooner we can start changing outcomes. Knowledge is power. Keep watching more.